Hey there, paper geeks and glitter nerds. It's another crazy geek crafter. And this may be a bit of a boring project, but a necessary one. For Christmas, I got a gift card from my mom, and I bought new colors with that. With the oxides out, I need to finish my collection. I'm now at 55 out of 73 colors. So I'm getting there, but it's a bit slow. So I need to recreate this. And I brought out my grip mat for it. I need Bristol, that's what I used to make this once upon a time. I don't think I have that many extras left. I have one. So I need to make more. Start by take this and this is actually not the same size, so never mind. Take one of these for measurements. Let's see. Six 4. 3.9, and I know I'm writing it, if you can actually see this on your screen. We use a comma in Danish and not a dot to do decimals, but I'm saying it the way you would write it. So that's the size I need. Let's take out a sheet. Go and get to cutting. So, of course, only it doesn't fit in here. Can I lift it that way? Doesn't go any further than that. Okay, I'll need to trim off a tiny bit. How high is this even? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I lost count. I need it down to 22.2 to fit it in that one. And I have the big one over here. And it will not fit on the screen, unfortunately. Right. And you couldn't see any of that, I guess. I made a little mark and I cut it shorter than I needed. But that should mean that it fits. Let's see. Yep. Now we can work with it. So if I start by making it 6 centimeters and 4 millimeters. Centimeters, 4 millimeters, and wait, here we go. 6 centimeters and 4 millimeters. That should be enough for the 11 I need and a few extras for coming colors. Should I just finish the sheet? Nah. I'll save it for something else in my paper system here. I was thinking of doing a craft room tour, but we've looked into moving, so maybe now isn't the best time for it. I'm not done with this one. Just move a bit, tiniest bit. Thank you. There we go. And then we need 3.9. It's a funny number. I'm thinking I made some calculation as to how many pieces I could get out of one sheet of the Strathmore, and this was it. Is it the same? No. Let's just see if it's. Just need to get the hole in the same place now. So, but yeah, craft room 2. I was thinking I was gonna do one when I hit 500, which I did while I was away last year. So, not because I made calculations, maybe. How many did I get? I get 5, so I have 15 here, and that'll be enough for these, and an extra set. I try to buy the distress inks in the mini packs with 4, and at my local craft store, Luna, they don't carry those, they only have them loose. So I made a system so I can still try to stay within those 4 packs, so that I'm not missing, you know, 3 loose ones from 3 different packs in the end, and then I can't go just buy it packaged already, because that is normally cheaper to do. Work with what you got. The scraps where they belong. And this one. Let's make the hole in the top. Let's just bring these back in. Can probably not do them all at once. Let's do those 4. Let's try 5. But I don't think I can do that many. Oh, not the same size. Not good. Then I'm just gonna align it with the top, so when it hangs, they look the same. Oh, did manage it actually. Wow. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Stop it. I think I made this one with one of those for actually making holes. You know, uniform 4 holes along the side of the paper. And that's why the hole is bigger. I think I have too much stuff up in my hole punch. That's why I couldn't get it to punch the last one. Let's try that for a 3rd time. Yeah, much better. Oh, I need this. for measuring. Right. In other news, I did manage to finally publish some actual videos. That was very nice. And I have Wednesday's video finished already and uploaded actually. Because my husband gave me a new tower for my computer. Oh, he calls it something else. Apparently it changed names somewhere in the last 20 years. And I inherited his motherboard. We bought a nice graphic card for me, so that I could render videos faster. And now I am learning a new free program for editing. So I wanted to be a bit ahead with videos, so I had time to learn this new program. So that's exciting in its own way. So I'm looking forward to. I actually like learning new things. Just I'm not a bit how to say it. I easily get tired these days. It's not, you know, like when you were young. Oh. Ta-da! Okay. So what I did last time was I put this down. Then I had a piece of, was it just paper? I think it was just paper. Maybe it was sticky. Let's use something sticky. That I could. I had a hinge on. Let's see. Like so. And then this was here. That's not actually important, but just need to see what it looks like using a stencil, and it's closest here, the edge of it. So let's do it like that. Put that away like that. Just gonna take some pages here from my scrap pile. I don't want to get too much ink around here. So also make it easier for me to fit the other tags in the precise same place. So, do a hinge here. I know this is already sticky, but I prefer to play it safe. Let's do this here, and we do the piece of tape. I have them on the edge of my table. All the tapes I've already used for something. So let's do this hinge. Good. And then this will be free, and curve it up like so. So now I can flip this over, this, and take this out. Goody. It's a process, I know, but these are really handy when you need to color match. I'm sorry. My nose is runny today. Just a sec. You don't want to hear this. That's better. Okay. So, and I have this code. I always use this short version of Distress ink. And then I write the entire name in bold letters. Let's get a marker for that. I think it's a free. I'm guessing. Here. So let's take this one. No. I would always start with the lighter color. Because then it doesn't contaminate as easily. So let's do D I B oh. Good. Could barely be there. Shabby shutters. There. There. Here. Maybe I need a tiny piece of tape. More piece of tape. Just to keep this from going anywhere. And scissors. Come on. Luckily, these all have codes. Crushed olive, CO, shabby shutters, SS. But within one color family, I found that there's never the same short. But I do have an SS in pinks, for instance, that's spun sugar. There's also scattered straw in yellows. So the short version here is not technically enough to identify which color you have in your hand. So that's good to know. But I do use it when I make finger daubers. Every color gets one. And I put the initials on it because as soon as I used it, it's easy to see this one belongs in the purple family and it is wilted violet. So I have those ready over here. They also get one of these each. That's what I'm going to use to do this. Mostly today I use my brushes for this, but it's just easier when I have to do like 2 greens, then I don't have to clean my brush to make sure that the color I get here is a true representation of this. And the foam pad I just stick in here. It fits perfectly. So let's get this one. And it should be pretty juicy since it's brand new and it was even in the package. Now this can have this, and there are different brands have different quality, and sometimes you have to, if you use one of these pads a lot, you may have to exchange it at some point because it starts. The black part gives away from the foam, or the foam starts to crumble depending on which version you have. So let's do this. Now my swatch is ready. And I need to clean this off so I don't contaminate my next sample. But that is actually the only part I need to clean. It should be okay with the paper. It should absorb the ink. I may have to keep the tape clean. But otherwise, this should actually do it. Let's just take a piece of paper here. Okay. And I'll keep that someplace where it doesn't get things wet. I can put this away as well. The more space, the better. So this one is almost done. It does still need one of these. And these are getting damn expensive. So I'm just gonna throw them in it. This is a tray from a, what's it called, a drawer unit I printed for my Scotties. But it doesn't quite fit with the distressing, so I have to try and see if I can reconfigure the sizing so I can keep these in little drawers so they don't get dusty. I do like seeing them, but they get dusty. So let's just color this in a little bit if I can. There should be some green on that now. Just enough, you know, if it's next to purple, for instance. You can see it's green. Then I can write the name, or the short handle, S. And at the moment I only have distressing, so I don't have to deal with that part yet. Whenever I get to the oxides, it'll be a different story. Let's take this. Oh, Kim, or is it kimchi? Is telling me over here that Kim needs these finger daubers, and I do recommend them. They're really good for small things and stencils. But again, I really want brushes this big, this size, you know, tiny. But one giant expensive at a time, because buying brushes for all my colors was expensive enough. Buying 2 sets, it's just Kim. Okay, hello Kim. It runs fast when you have to get the entire rainbow, because I don't want to wash mine all the time. So now this is ready to go in my stash. I have to rearrange everything, of course, because I keep things somewhat in rainbow order. It's of course a bit hard. Some of the colors, like when you get to this purple and pink section, it depends on your eye for some reason. What you see is more red and what is more blue. For instance, these two I think are closer related, so maybe I should actually shift the wilted violet behind. What is this? No, this is the wilted violet. This is seedless preserves. So I think there's an official list, and then you can see here. This is far more blue, where this is red. So making an actual rainbow with these is a bit... Hello, Kim. Kim is glad that YouTube recommended my channel, and I am also very happy about that. I love company when I do these things. I normally do card projects, but sometimes you need to do practical things as well. And it's just been a practical kind of day today. So, yeah. And if you're wondering, Kim, I always read the comments because people who watch the replay can't read them. So I could be answering you and they would have absolutely no clue what I'm talking about. And maybe something I said could be helpful to others. So let's move on to this other green, crushed olive, no S, distress ink. It should be able to fit it here. R-U-S-H-E-D. Olive. There. Oh, this one got loose. That's not good. Need to tape that one down. More tape. I think that's always the answer here. More tape. This one actually doesn't need to move at all. It's just my stopper. There and there. Oh. And this one was supposed to go here. On top here. Okay, let's open this. I did go for those that were packaged. Then I am sure they're as fresh as can be. Remember to use the trash can. We need a new one of these. paper, so it's random trash. And a handle for that. Let's see this one. I went kind of moody with these colors, but I guess I already bought all the bright ones. No. No, 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 no. No. Don't move on me. So it was, I guess, time for some of the moody colors. This one was far more juicy than the Sharpie Shutters. Turn this around. I know the color is lighter, but you could also see the saturation is different. Okay. This is another way that you can then see that Shabby Shutters is a green color, because this will color in the back. I don't mind that. I think it's helpful sometimes. Okay. Ooh. This brand apparently is a bit smaller than the rest. That's not nice, Precious. I guess I'll have to do something alternative to keep it in here. Well, problem solving is always important. That one had one, this one needs one, and this was CO. Okay, that might be a bit too much tape. Okay. And there. Goody. And a few dabs of this. If I can open it. I have actually seen people put tape on the back here to make hinges. But I didn't like it. I tried it once. I thought it was more of a bother than anything. Clean this piece of tape so I don't contaminate my pinks in a moment. Okay. And the papers should be okay. I may need to do something about the tape though. Next one is this one. Let's do. Where did I put the pen now? Distress ink. Lip. Stick. Ooh, I didn't clean that. So I need that. Okay. Locked in. I'll keep finding these for days. Oh, I got green fingers. Yay. Inky fingers. I do keep thinking that maybe I should keep plastic gloves in here. But for some reason, I never get to it. Okay, and a new one. These. Let's just put those in there. kind of a funny color when it gets on. It's far more red than pink, in my opinion. It kind of looks pink on the lid. Interesting. And you'll need a piece of tape. Just wide enough. Get across. Okay. Let's take this out and clean it out. It's just about getting in the groove here. Put this in. Clean this up. Tape as well. So this tape. And making one of the daubers. Back and forth, back and forth. WL. Where'd it go? There. Okay, this piece may be too small. Pink. More pink. Festive berries. Sorry about the sound. All the sounds. Berries. Must be fun coming up with all these names. Some of them I don't really get, but okay. I don't think it's easy in any way to come up with all of these. Put you in here. And this. Well, it's been half an hour already. Time flies. And I only done 3. Goodness. I did cut the paper first, so sometimes spent doing that. They're pretty close, in my opinion at least. And this one neat piece as well. Try to make it just so it can reach the width, and then a little bit on the sides to keep it in place. And that was FB. Oh. There. Just making sure it adheres as best as possible. Don't want it falling off, then I'll be having trouble again. Okay, red. Then we'll be doing milled lavender. I'm a bit curious about this one because I'm thinking it's some kind of purple. Thinking maybe I need to secure this up here so it doesn't shift on me. Can't really do it down here because then I'll be in my own way. Let's get a pad, get this opened. That is some kind of purple. Just looks really, really gray here. So let's see what you got. Just want to be sure that this isn't tainted with pink. Don't think so. There. I may run out of my on the edge of the table tape. I do have more tape. It's not a problem. It's just it's nice when it's been used before. It's easier to peel up when you do things like this, for instance. Do this one first. And this was ML. Trying to think if there's any other distress inks with an ML name. The SS is probably the one there's the most of, I think, of the same short handle, but yeah, can't think of any with the ML initial, not right now at least. There we go. Oh. Want it kind of straight. I say kind of because it's not that easy. Let's just say it that way. Okay, this feels different inside. I don't expect this to color much since this is a very light color, but and this one I've used so many times, so that doesn't really count. Good. Put that away. Then we have Dusty Concord. I'm interested to see where this will sit in the purple part of the rainbow. I do like a dark purple. I very much love a blue, any kind of blue, but purple is kind of a blue color. That was supposed to... I've noticed that these actually smear. I have to be a bit careful with where I put my fingers. Okay. Right. 5 more left. When this is done, that is. I chose the Bristol paper, Strathmore Bristol paper, for the swatches once upon a time because this is the best paper, in my opinion, that I've found to ink blend on. And this would give it, therefore, the best result for comparison, in my humble opinion, of course. Let's see, need to clean up here. Find a place this hasn't really got too much color on. Okay. Do sponge number. DC. That's not one I can remember is anywhere else either in the lineup. Next one, always start with the lighter of the colors. Tea dye, distress ink. Tea dye. Move this out a bit. Don't have to clean it as much. Oh, Gina's hairs are everywhere. Everywhere. Gina is the dog. For those who don't come here regularly, sometimes her nose will appear here in the corner. Today she is with her father instead. colors I like. It's a fun addition. Then again, I do a lot of critters, so basic colors like brown are always good to have. And this is kind of, there's a bit of a red maybe to it. I'm uncertain. I need to clean. There. Oops, that was the wrong paper. Ah, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Let's do the TD note. Yeah. T die. And a sponge stubber. Rescued. And this needs a tiny bit of color on it. Next, wild honey. I'm interested to see if this is more brown or more yellow in its color. This and here. Scissors. I know they were here somewhere. These are at least easier to open than when I buy new markers. Those are a pain to open. These painfully noisy. Okay. Let's see this one. Very interesting. It has definitely more yellow than it's brown. Which I like. I think I'm down to my last piece here. If this can even reach. That should do it. Don't worry, I have more tape. Just gonna put those on my pants for now. Good thing I'm only doing 11 of these this time. Let's do, oh, that goes. Where's that wood? Just ink. E A T H E R E D. Wood. I appreciate when the first word is the long one. You can see something like Uncharted Mariner here. I had to cut it. Are there any other long ones, maybe? Feathers. Barely fit. Okay. Interesting how blue this one is. Yes, I know I keep saying the things are interesting, but I have been looking forward to seeing these in person. At my local store, Luna, they do have samples actually of all the colors hanging. But it's just, I prefer it this way. At some point I'll have them all, and that will be very nice. Indeed. But right now it's just a surprise. To some extent, of course. We need that one. Come on. These are not the best quality. But you take what you can get. I seem there's been some supply changes lately, or maybe my local store is shifting away from the more expensive brands, which sometimes, not always, but sometimes is actually a better product. For instance, I have these. This one paid more for. This one was very cheap, and I can feel the difference. This one I don't like very much, but I needed an extra, and now it's just there. Okay. Shouldn't think it mattered with tweezers, but apparently it does. I think the one with the purple was like a third of the price of the black one. But the other one just works better. Old paper. I didn't make a sponge dauber for you. I should. Just want to open this first. Okay. WW. Do better. Let's try that again. A bit better. Come on. Jaina. She's very, very annoying. Again. It's been this way for a while. Unfortunately. I haven't figured out how to get her to stop doing it. Because there doesn't seem to be anything to be mad at. Or maybe... No, the picture on the TV is not an animal at this time. that would sometimes qualify for alarm if there's a cow or something on the picture. But that is just a skyline. That should not be cause for worry. There. And didn't catch it. The reason why I'm doing this is these are a bit too small. They actually fall out from underneath the ink cubes. I need a dauber for you. Pink. A bit more. Pink. And now not to put it upside down. Would be nice. So. Let's just clean you up. Not that I think it will affect this one much, to be honest. Oh, goodness. Distress ink. Oh, not. He really doesn't want to be there. Close enough. I try to be less picky with mistakes. Try to be. I can be very picky. Didn't spell it wrong, and that's a good start, and it is fairly legible. Kind of a, I don't know, I'd call it a dry brown, if that makes sense. And I don't need to do anymore, so I do need to clean this up for putting it back in storage. But that's it. That's all I need to clean it for. Let's take this piece out first, so I don't damage it. Goodie. This can go there, and I still need to make a sponge dauber for that one. That would be this WS. As such. and a bit of color on it, just so I know that this is a brown. And I picked this one sponge to be with the darkest color because that will make least of a difference, I hope. Just need to clean the corner here because it kept lifting. Okay, put this back on and put it back where it came from. So help me, so help me. My nose is really runny. That is so annoying. There, that side. Right. Putting the 4 blanks in the back. Putting this one back. Should put it other way, of course, where it came from. No, I don't have any blue. So let's move past that. Need to go green. I think here, maybe. Yellowish green. Yeah, I think so. Then we need this one. Probably go here. Oh, oh. Honey. Oh. I think this will go with the browns. And this one will go with the gray. Don't know this one yet. Kind of related to antique linen, but not really. It's more of a brown, maybe. Maybe. Let's do. There, I think. Maybe. I may have to go find their own list. I mean, Tim Holtz list of how to line these up in order. I did make a mistake. I don't know if you see it, but I pulled this color further up than I did this one, and it did an ombre on some of them apparently. Okay. Spun sugar. Tattered rose. Really? Isn't it more pink than purple? I think it is. I think here or there, I think maybe. And here. Need to go a bit back for this. Alright, brown. No, I forgot. Sometimes I forget I'm live. This is just a bit... takes a bit brain function. Let's see. With the wood. I think here maybe. I'm not entirely sure though. Okay. And back to Stormy Sky, which is my first color on the... Okay. Or the other way around. I think I have a problem. My new holes are too small for the mechanism here. Oddly enough. Oh, the others could... Okay, I don't get it. I don't get it. But that's 11 new colors in my collection. Just 20 something to go, I think, before I'm done. Now I have to go put these on my shelves. And that I can't really bring you along for. I don't have the setup for that. So I'm gonna end the video here. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a bit tedious maybe, but sometimes just doing something to organize is necessary and can be, for some people, nice to watch. So I don't know if I'll be live next Sunday or if I'll be live during the week, but I'm trying to figure out where to put the live in my schedule. But so far it's just gonna be a bit random. But mostly at this point of the day, wherever you are. So, I hope you enjoyed this, that you'll be back for another one at some point. Until then, I hope you'll be having a good day, evening, or night. Book and stream.